Good evening, world. This is the Marriage Prophet coming to you live on the To Be Debated channel to give you the second installment of 3 skills needed to produce a diamond marriage. Last week we gave you part 1 of communication skills. Today we're going to give you part 2 to finish those communication skills. And next week we will get into sex skills. It's going to take 2 to 3 weeks on that one. And then the week after that, we'll do financial skills. And those 3 skills will give you everything you need to build a strong foundation for your marriage and your relationship. So I'm going to start with the main scripture concerning communication, which is Matthew 5:37. It reads, "Let your yes be yes and your no be no. Anything other than this is from the evil one." Anything other than this is from the evil one. The New Living says, just say a simple yes, I will, or no, I won't. Anything beyond this comes from the evil one. That's a statement of the importance of communication being open and honest, saying what you really mean, speaking from the heart, not withholding information, holding things in, holding on to lies and deception, which is the great destroyer of good communication in a marriage or relationship. So we left off last week with a few principles, and the last principle I gave was whatever you mismanage long enough, you eventually lose. That goes for everything: your health, your money, your marriage, your kids. You mismanage it long enough, eventually you'll lose all of those things. And I know most people don't want to lose any of those things. Those things are very important to everyone. So, that being said, I want to briefly go over some of the key things we went over last week, right at the end, to transition us into a key principle in the realm of sex. Because communication is needed in sex as well. One of the key things we went over was a principle of communication is to love what blood is to life. Communication is to love what blood is to life. You have to have good, proper communication to function properly in any relationship, with a boss, with a friend, with a child, with a wife. In every area, when communication breaks down, that relationship is going to break down. It's just that simple. Jesus gave the blueprint. He did. He gave the blueprint, and the blueprint is you have to speak. Jesus never minced words. He never beat around the bush. He never gave innuendos, assumptions, presumptions. He spoke pure truth because he is truth. He cannot lie. He cannot play around and beat around the bush because it's not in his nature. So he taught us that, gave us principles that we're supposed to follow. When you follow those principles, your relationship will get better in that area. That being said, I want to go ahead and show you how you can basically mess up and destroy a good thing just by not having the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding on something like communication. Communication is a grammatical construct, I said that in the first teaching, of common union and sanctification. You have to have the key foundational things in common. You have to be united as one. You have to understand that you are working together as a team. Y'all are on the same team, fighting the same enemy. When you view your spouse or your significant other as the enemy, the beginning of the end has already started. You have to know that this is a teamwork thing. It is a teamwork thing that you got to get that concept locked down 100%. You are completing one another, not competing with one another. Let me say that again. It's a completion, not a competition. You are complementing and completing, not competing. I'm going to say it slow so you grasp it. You are complementing and completing, not competing. Teamwork is essential in the communication department for you to go forward and produce that diamond marriage. Now, as I transition into what we're going to deal with next week, which is the sex skills, I'm going to give a principle that I learned in my years of reading, studying, being married for 11 years, experiences, seeing other people's marriages, reading a ton of books, going to classes, listening to teachings concerning relationship and marriage. And the reality is, you have to understand that you reap what you sow, and you reap where you sow. If you want to reap the rewards in marriage, you have to sow into your marriage. You have to take trips. You have to have date nights. You have to go listen to speakers that are experts in the field of marriage. You have to do these things. You have to read marriage books together. You have to read the Bible concerning marriage and have little mini Bible teachings or meditation studying on those scriptures and the things concerning marriage if you want it to grow. You have to invest in it. You will not reap a harvest where you did not sow. So in marriage, just like with everything else, it's not going to just by osmosis get better if you don't do anything to fix it. They say a lunatic is basically someone who does the same thing the same way and expects a different result. Some of y'all, I'm speaking to somebody right now, some of y'all have been doing the same thing the same way for 20 years, expecting a different result, and you're shocked that you have not got that result. And I say you're a lunatic, because lunatics do that. You have to change patterns, things, try new things, do different things if you want to get a different result. So I'm going to give you this week, the basic foundation of this principle. And next week, I'm going to go into it in depth. I'm going to go into it in depth concerning leading from communication skills and how it connects right into sex skills. Here it is. Women, listen to this good. Men spell love Ra. Ra, just like a lion. Ra. R-A-H. Respect, admiration, and honor. Respect, admiration, honor. Say it. Respect, admiration, honor. Ra, ra, ra. Cheerlead. You got to cheer him on, and that's how you cheer a man on. Give him ra. Respect, admiration, honor. Women spell love a little differently, and they're a little more complex creature. God created them that way. He knew what he was doing. He knew exactly what he was doing. So with women, they spell love with a different vernacular. They spell love tap, T-A-P. But because they're more complex, each letter represents two words, not one. T, time and touch. Non-sexual touch. Time and touch. A, affection and affirmation. Affection and affirmation. And the final one, the P, provision and protection. Women need you to give them their quality time and their non-sexual touch, which is basically affection. They need their affection, their affirmation, and then they need you to provide for them, provision, and they need you to protect them. Here's the key, and here's the kicker, and this is where I'm going to end it today. And next week, I'm going to break each one of these down, and you'll see the clear picture of how this will help in the area of sex skills. Here it is. This is good stuff. Men, when you tap on your wife's heartstrings daily, tap her heartstrings daily, time, non-sexual touch, affection, affirmation, provision, protection, she will make you say rah nightly. That makes me want to jump up and scream because it's just that good. Tap her heartstrings daily. Time and touch, affirmation and affection, provision and protection. She will make you say Ra nightly. She will give you your respect, your admiration, your honor, and not only that, this will open up the floodgates for proper, enjoyable sex. She's going to want to please you when you've been tapping on her heartstrings throughout the day. You've been speaking her love language throughout the day. When it comes to the nighttime, she wants to please you now. Men, you better take heed to this because this is going to save your marriage. With that, I leave you with all of our ways that you can get in touch with us. We have here the To Be Debated channel on YouTube. You can follow us at Twitter at Mourn Marriage. But it's actually MON, MOR, and then MORG, and then MAR. Monday, it stands for Monday Morning Marriage, but that's the short of it. Mourn Marriage, MARG. And you can also like us on Facebook with the full title, Monday Morning Marriage. You go to Facebook, click like Monday Morning Marriage, and you'll get wisdom nuggets, keys, videos sent that will help you throughout the day in your marriage and your relationships. I thank you for your time. I thank you that you've taken time out of your busy schedule to listen to wisdom from on high from the marriage prophet. I've been sent by God to help people heal in the area of relationships and marriage. It's in my heart. It's what I love to do. I care deeply about all of you out there in internet land in your relationships. I want to help you as much as I can. But once I give the information, you got to learn how to start applying it. Information without application equals it doesn't help you. You got to listen and apply. Listen and apply. So you guys enjoy your day. And I am signing off. Once again, the marriage prophet. You have a blessed and wonderful day.